Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Feed the Beast, and we're here in our newer world. Um, and today we've got a few things to do. First off, I'm quiet, zombie. I'm going to show you guys what this thing does. So it takes you to it's a magical book thingy that takes you to other realms. That's the easiest way to explain it. So you can use this, and we have a little nexus set up. I'm Spashika. Or however you want to pronounce it. I'm also known as soap, apparently, as well as just about any other word that starts with an S. So this one, as you can see, goes to the nether, and it looks like someone's been here, but well, clearly. But anyway, so we can go to each other's houses via this. So I can click that and go to Bruiser's house. Then head right back over there. How do I get back over? The Nexus. Oh yeah, you can have different ages. So it's basically other worlds on your server. So for example, we could set it up so that we could have a world just for mining and whatnot. Because if you remember our last world, before the server got reset, there was a lot of holes around from us using the what do you call them, mining turtles. So yeah, let's try to avoid that this time. I do have one underneath of me going, but it's hidden pretty much. So I started with bees. I got that together. That took a little bit of doing, mostly because I needed to get some machines going over here. And actually, I'm going to make some more while I'm at it, or while I'm here, so you guys can see how that works. Long story short, put seeds in the squeezer. It squeezes it into the seed oil. And then you can use cans and put it in the cans, and then it's 1 can plus 8 oak or whatever kind of logs you want in here, and then it'll give you one of these into that slot. And I could actually do more if I wanted to, just by putting more logs in there. Then I've got the Stirling engine over here powering it all, and it just needs fuel of some sort, so I've been using charcoal mostly. Now if we head on, you know what? Let's do this first. Let's construct this. What do we need? What do we need? Okay, so first off, we need to get some more slabs going. So we can go to 4, 6, and I don't know if this is going to be enough. I think I had more than that. Yeah, I should have made 3, but oh well. We'll make a third one real quick here. And that means I need more of these thingers. Yep, those thingers. That's how technical I'm being with the names. Those thingers. Now let's get rid of the extra slabs. I don't need them for 5 more minutes. So now I've got 3 apiaries there. So let's head on over, and we will actually take some bees with us. So what we need is either a queen or a princess and a drone. Now, in this case, we do have a queen there, so I'm going to take that with me as well. I'm going to take a second princess and second drone with me. That's probably not even going to be enough bees, depending on what this other apiary we have over here set up will do. And now, the bee thing only works in certain biomes, and with certain vegetation around it, such as the flowers here. And that varies per type of bee, from what I understand. So you can see there's a few bees in there already. Oh, that's not where I wanted to place it. We'll place these down. We'll put that one there. Let's place that flower back again. So now what we can do is we can just put the queen there, and you'll see this bar will go down. And it's not daytime. Oh no, let's sleep before stuff spawns. I don't need creepers spawning around here. Come on, to bed, to bed. Okay, and you can see my inventory there. I've got some potatoes, so I started that. I've got a little farm set up. It's just out of the reach of my chunk loader over in that direction. You can kind of see it, probably not on YouTube, but it's just a little basic vanilla farm right now. Actually, it's quite small. It's just barely enough to feed me. But let's see. You can see the particle effect around the bees. I guess that's supposed to be bees going every which direction. So we've got our queen there. This thing says that weather's okay. If it was bad, it'd have like a picture of a cactus or something there. And you can see this bar is slowly going down. So when that goes down to the bottom, this queen, I guess, dies, and then you get other stuff here. What I really need, though, is the honeycomb, so I can put them in the centrifuge. And let's get some others together here. So now we have a princess and a drone. Now if we put the princess in the top, and hopefully if we put that in the bottom too, yep, and then they're mating. When this bar gets to the top, it'll give me a queen. And there's the queen. And then from then on, it'll just slowly go down, just like it was on the other one. So let's set that up for the others. I'm going to need to grab these, and princess and drone, and that should do that. I'm not looking. Should, that's the keyword. Yes, so that's a queen now, and this should be a queen in a second. Yep. Oh. Now, I can't work in this biome. So, like I said, some bees don't like certain biomes. So I guess in this case, this bee won't work in this biome. I guess I'll just leave them here in my inventory for now and put them back in the chest. And a little later, I'll worry about that. Let's see. Let's go back over to the bee chest. I plan on moving this to somewhere more convenient. Oh, more queens. Yeah, I plan on moving this chest to somewhere more convenient. As you can see, and as you probably noticed, there's some trees going in the background there. And you'll also notice there's quite a bit of wood in my inventory. And that is because today we are going to make some awesome, an awesome house. Hopefully an awesome house. I'm not going for anything too special, but hopefully over time we can upgrade it, and I'll leave some room in there for some fancy Feed the Bee stuff. So let's get started. Oh, okay, that was a bit of a job. That one took me about week and a half or so. Anyway, let's go take a tour of it. And by the way, I don't know if I'm happy with the arch there. It looks kind of incomplete. I mean, I like having the arch there, but it needs something else. So feel free to let me know your suggestions on that. So first off, I'll just show you the basics I have for the building. And let's just head up to the top first. So there's no way to the roof, which is fine. I just want to show you what's up there, and my axe is probably going to break when I try to pillar back down this, but you can see the roof here. I don't know how well you can see that on YouTube, but you can see the roof has covers on it, on top of those logs. Now that's two things. One, jumping crazy and all them. I've been messing with, I think it's Thaumcraft stuff that does this. Causes random lightning strikes in the middle of the day. So say it's not raining, my wooden house gets struck by lightning, next thing you know, burns down. Well, hopefully these, well, I've determined that fire doesn't spread to these. Hopefully they don't burn too. I don't really want to try right now. But hopefully these won't burn. I don't think mobs will spawn on them. I know snow doesn't stay on them. The slabs, do they burn? Yes, they do. So I'll have to worry about that a little bit. But hopefully I don't log on one day and find my house burnt to the ground. That would kind of suck. And then just second floor here, I try to get a big window. I went with this type of glass, which is, what's it called? I think it's a glass viewer. I think that's what it is. That looks right. And the reason I chose that is because all the panes kind of join together, whereas if you have vanilla glass, vanilla Minecraft glass, they don't join together along with the hardened glass and whatnot. Now these lamps, they are Wrath lamps, so they put off a whole lot of light. If you look at the BL, so second line from the bottom, it says BL and the number there. So if that goes below, I think it's 7, then mobs can spawn. So you can see it's lit up pretty well. Just 3 of those, and out here is even lit up. I have 2 on the roof as well to keep mobs from spawning, although that probably won't be a problem now that I have those covers everywhere. Let's go down to the main floor. So I moved all the machinery to here. I plan on putting more in these gaps here, which is why they aren't filled in. So you've got standard tools, or standard machines I should say, basically what we had in the last one, on the last server. So pulverizer, powered furnace, magma crucible, we had that. We used it to make tesseracts, I think, which we used to bring lava from the nether into our lava tank to power our engines. Liquid transposer worked together with that for those, I believe. Induction smelter, that's kind of new. We'll get into that a little bit later. I used it for a few things so far, but not too much. Rolling machine, you saw that too. So it'll give you stuff like mixed metal ignits. Oh, I forgot I have that turned on from there. Back to normal. I have that turned on from when I was in creative mode, because when you're in creative, you know how with your standard interface here you have the option to search items. Turns out not all the items appear in there, and so I have to search them in this thing. And when I search them in here, you can't give them to yourself without changing that. And sometimes you see how every item has a number beside it. That's the item number, and some things you try doing that with the item number and it just says it doesn't exist. Others it works for some reason, but I don't know. So I had to do that, and I just forgot to change it back. I've done that a few times, and every time it's just like, nope, I want to do this legitly. But alloy furnace, that was giving, why was that there? But that was giving me, what was that giving me? I used it for something. I think it was for a tank? No, that wasn't for the lava tank or the oil tank down below. I'll figure it out in a minute. But carpenter, centrifuge, and squeezer. Had to use that for a few things as well. And you can see the vanilla glass here. I don't really like how that looks, but I can't cut down this glass to be as thin as that. So you look at how thick, how thin that is there. So yeah, but this is my old storage room, and it's kind of been demoted a little bit. Right now I've just got this chest over here holding most of the ores I get. I've got mining turtles down below working all the time. We still haven't got an age set up. I don't know if we ever will either. And going downstairs. So we have sorting machine set up. As you can see, I've got a whole lot of cobble. These are all full, as well as some there. It's lots of cobble over here. So we're getting quite a bit of stuff. I want to set up an automatic recycler that will automatically put all this stuff into a recycler, which gives me this thing called scrap, and then I can use I think it's 9 of those, and get a scrap box. And when I open a scrap box, it has a chance of dropping an item. What I can do is have it use something like a dispenser. So the scrap boxes go into a dispenser, and then they'll spit out the item that they contain, which could be a bone or it could be a diamond, but that's just a fraction of a percentage of a chance. So we'll have to figure that out a little later. But then I could have the dispenser throw it on the ground, then an obsidian pipe pick the items up, and then put that into the sorting machine, and anything good would go into this chest. And diamonds. And anything not so good would just be disposed of, or maybe put into another chest or something. Couple coke furnaces over here, coke ovens I should say. So do I have any more coal in here? Yeah, some at least. Let's put that in there too. But that's what gives me the coal coke, which lets me run mining turtles for longer. Put that back in there too. And this is just a tank to hold it all. That took my whole... It's a little glitchy showing the oil there. But that took my whole iron supply at the time doing that. Since then I've got several stacks again, but that's a pretty big tank. It can only be made a little bit bigger, I think. But it holds a lot of oil, and I don't even know what I can use it for. I think it's good for something, but I'm not sure. Chunk loader moved down here. And this was what I was using for power at first. But since then it's kind of become obsolete. So I've got the aqueous, oh boy, big word, aqueous accumulator. And it pumps the water into steam engines, which are powered by coal, and then that would generate power through these pipes. And I've just kind of piled all the pipes together because I don't want to rip it out quite yet. I have other plans for most of the setup, at least, not so much the engines, but over here is the current setup. This is what we had in the last world for the most part as well. So magmatic engines, so they just take in lava and then they constantly put off power. Just like that, you don't need to put anything in here. That's if you want to run it without having pipes attached to it, I think. And then we have an ender tank, which I can't open. But anything with the matching color here will link to this ender tank. Yeah, creepy noises, I know. And there's one of these in the nether connected to a pump. Very similar setup to what we had in the last one as well, the last server. Basically, if the blue is down, then it puts lava out. If the orangey side is down, then it pulls lava in. So the one in the nether has the orange down, and it's pulling in the lava into the tank. And it works just like an ender chest, but holds liquids. Your energy cell, and the power goes upstairs to that machinery up there. I don't have anything like the... Oh, what were they? I want to say it starts with an M. Macerator? Yeah, I don't have the macerator or anything like that yet. That's a different mod, and it uses a different kind of power. I'm not sure if I can convert the power from the two. But, yeah. So the sorting machine over here, oops. I've got one that's just sitting there. I have future plans for it. I was originally going to hook 2 up to speed it up, but then I discovered I didn't need to. So it takes any of these items, and you can see it has the black side there. And then it spits them out into the appropriate pipe. So if it has the black there, then it'll spit it into the black pipe. If not, it'll go into the blue. And the blue is all the good stuff. And the black is all the mostly junk. But anything with large quantities. And just extra storage. And how that sorting machine is powered is from these things. That's the battery box, holds the power, and this underneath of it has lava with water all around it. And I forget what they're called. I cannot remember what they're called for the life of me. I don't have any there, and I can't open them to show you. But basically, the lava under them generates heat, and the water around it generates a colder substance. So it takes the difference in temperature and converts it to power, and I just got lots of them here. I think I only need 1 or 2 to power the sorting machine, but I wanted to have some for when I expanded on the idea later, and I do have plans for more power. So it'll provide it for a while, and if I need to, I can expand it all the way around. And so I've got more of these here. I don't really need the torches. And the way these things work too, you can go like 7 blocks vertically, and it'll still produce enough light, as long as you don't have stuff immediately beside it, and then it'll block it. And you know, they're lamps, so they need air to operate. What else? What else? Okay. Well, I guess the house is done. So that's about it for this episode. But next time, I've got something pretty neat planned, and it's going to use some of this stuff again. And it is going to be... wait for it, wait for it. An infinite diamond machine. If it works right, then I think I'll get maybe a diamond an hour. I put together a pretty crazy one on creative mode. It'll give me like a diamond every 30 seconds or something like that. And it's crazy. It's crazy complex. It would take up this whole basement probably, and uses an insane amount of lava and water. I need like 10 of these things to power it. But next time, that'll be a pretty good project, and I might even make a tutorial separate from the series on how to do that. So I'll see you guys next time where we get rich. Woohoo! Bye bye. Have a good one.